Hey everybody, it's Rick starting over. I want to finish up on that last video. So I was making the point that when you leave your house or your apartment, you don't have any stake in the land anymore. And where you sleep, you're basically a trespasser. Okay? You're basically staying places where you don't have permission and the people don't know that you're there. Ostensibly, anyway. Doing this van life, I can tell who the car livers and who the van lifers are, and I'm sure lots of other people can too. But so that's a different level in life that you're at. Okay, people may look at you like you're homeless. You know, you may feel perfectly fine living in your van or your car, but the vast majority of people think that that's ridiculous. I mean, you know, were you some hobo or something? All right, so anyway, you get used to that mentality that there's a lot of people out there that don't like you, all right? And they want to chase you off, keep you moving, right? But there are some people who, will tolerate the people living in their van, living in their car. So, you know, there's still places to sleep. You have to work hard and you have to sort of ferret them out. But you can find them. So I learned that you can, on a consistent basis, find a place to sleep to maintain this van life or this car life, right? Okay. Let me get on to some of the real positives of van life that maybe I don't discuss enough. Number one is freedom. Okay, if you want to live as close to a free life as is possible, reasonably possible, okay, where you're not off the grid, but you're doing your own thing, van life or living in your car is the way to go, because it'll give you that freedom. You know, you're basically responsible for your vehicle, nothing else, right? And everything that's in and around your vehicle, right? Or on your vehicle. Not around your vehicle, but on your vehicle and in your vehicle. And it is a finite area, so you can make it as, whatever you want it to be. I mean, you can change it quickly. You can change the way it looks quickly. You can clean it relatively quickly. You can change the functionality of it rather quickly. So you're free to do what you want with this little space you're living in. All right. Far and away, the biggest lesson I learned this year is that I can fall in love again, and I did fall in love again. And thank you, Lucy. What else did I learn? I learned that I am enough. I am enough the way I am. I am enough for me. I don't please everybody. Like Rick Nelson said, you know, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself, right? Remember the garden party? But anyway, I am enough. I am resourceful. I can figure things out. I very often don't need another opinion. Although another opinion, if it's a good opinion, good solid opinion, it's worth its weight in gold, right? I also learned that you can't give up. Okay, when you're living in your van or living in your car, there are going to be reasons and situations that will get you down. You know, you'll be sleeping in an area and someone will shine their bright lights on you and keep it on for a half hour. You'll be out in the parking lot by yourself. Oh, this is great. Somebody will park right next to you and play some music. You know, these are the things that happen, right? You'll hear a knock on the window at 3 o'clock in the morning. All right? You got to be strong. You got to be resilient, and you have to be able to adapt. And you have to learn that moving on is a necessity in van life and car life. You've got to be willing to move on to the next destination, the next parking space, the next place to eat, the next place to take care of your bathroom stuff that you do. How to do self-maintenance on yourself when you're in a vehicle on the road. It's not easy to maintain, the hygiene you got to maintain. It's not easy, right? It's easy to fall into I'll do it tomorrow. There's nobody really with me, so, I can be slacking on that. No, you don't want to slack off on that, although I have definitely slacked off on that on occasion. So I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect by any stretch. I make a million mistakes. And the worst thing is I make the same mistakes over and over and over. And I ask myself, what is wrong with you? You've made this mistake 20 times, All right. So let me sort of wrap this up here. I'm getting kind of far afield. It has changed my life. It's made me a better person. It was a good decision for me. Would I make it again? Yes, I would. I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can do it and be successful at it. Some of the things that had disappointed me is I have not mastered this lifestyle, and it's only been 1 year, so it's going to take a while. But there's still things in the van and the things I do and the way I do things that are still not cutting it. And I have to make changes, I have to make adjustments, but you have to embrace that. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to make lots of mistakes. Embrace the fact that you are a human being, you make mistakes, and you can make things better. You can correct things. All right, let me kind of summarize here. Van life is not easy. I always try to say that in my videos. Van life is not easy. It's a choice, and it's a tough life. It's not easy. You'll find yourself asking yourself, did I make the right decision with this? Can I sustain this over time? And the answer is, at least for me, for a year, yes, it's sustainable. You can do this lifestyle. It's getting harder. There are less places to park, but if you work at it, you can find places to park, you can find ways to eat, you can find ways to go to the bathroom, you can find ways to keep yourself busy. And I would say, do you want to do it? Yes, I think you should try it if you think you have what it takes. There's nothing wrong with staying home and living in a house or an apartment. Great, these are all different life choices, but I think for me, it has opened up my world in lots of ways. I've seen the country. I've been a little more open to experiences. I think I've grown as a person, as a personality. I think I'm finding my voice a little bit, and I'm feeling more comfortable doing these videos. And I wasn't going to go on this long, but let me just finish up here. So far, it's been the experience of my lifetime. And I should have done this many years ago. Should have done this many years ago when I had the opportunity. But at first, it never crossed my mind. But then I started watching YouTube and now TikTok, and I started watching all these videos. I watched guys like me. I watched guys and women who were not like me, doing it their own ways, and I got inspired to try it. But watching videos like mine are just the beginning. The adventure is out there if you want it. It's Rick starting over. Till next time.